to show you guys how I do my XP farming routine. As you can see, I am a pretty high level, but it really just takes some effort and just some time. If you want to see my diamond farming routine, I'll have it linked in the card, and I will also have it linked down in the description. So let's just get started with it. So the first thing you want to do is go to your apartment. Once you get to your apartment, I always sleep before I go. After I get to 100% energy, I go ahead and teleport to the new campus. I don't recommend using the classic campus because there is 2 classes that you go to that do not give you any XP. It's best to use the new campus. When you are using this farming routine, you don't need a private server. You can use a public server, but private servers do help if you aren't very good at doing the classes. Depending on how much you level up is depending on how good you do in class. So if someone does better than you, then they level up more than you do. So I'm going to go into my locker and I'm going to grab all my books. I recommend grabbing all your books because if you do end up not going back to your locker and grabbing a book, then you do miss a little bit of XP that does help a lot when leveling up. Once you got all your books, now you just want to sit and wait until class starts. If you want, during this time, you can go ahead and fly around and grab the diamonds. It looks like our first class is starting. Go to swimming. I'll show you a trick in swimming that you can do to ensure that you never fall down. And if you are on a public server, make sure that you are doing the best, otherwise you won't level up as fast as everyone else. When you get here, just go and dress up, and while you're in dress up, it will not knock you down. During the whole entire class, make sure not to get out of dress up, otherwise you will fall down. And there you go! In that class, if you are in a private server or in an empty server, no matter how many times you fall down, you will always get the best XP. For that class, it doesn't matter how many times you fall down, it just matters if you do better than everyone else. Now I'm going to go to art. And in art, since we have all of our books, we will get the XP for the book XP. And also in art, you do not have to do anything in art. Once you teleport to your spot in art, all you have to do is just walk out. And while you're waiting, you can go on your phone. Just make sure that you're paying attention so you don't miss any of the other classes. Here, it doesn't matter how fast you click the potions, you just need to be the fastest. If you are on a private server or if you are the only one that goes to class, it's just 1 round and you go to the next class. Next one is PE, and I do have a special trick for this one as well. Now I'm going to go to PE, and right when I get to PE, I fly up. I fly up until I get to this bench over here. And once I get to the bench, I sit down, and when PE starts, I will not be sent to the beginning, I will be sent here, just like that. My next class is English, and here all you have to do is click 1 and you have to get it right, and you can leave if you're on a private server. If you're on a public server, make sure to do that whole entire class and make sure to click the right ones. Now I'm done with that class, and the next class is lunch. Usually at lunchtime all the diamonds spawn, so if you want to go and get the diamonds, go and grab them. My next class is computer class. If you're on a private server, it doesn't matter how many you type as long as you get 1. If you're on a public server, you want to try and type more than everyone else. My next class is baking. You have to complete all the steps and make the cupcakes to get the most amount of XP. This cupcake's the size of my head. They're huge. I want a cupcake the size of my head. Once you go through all the classes, make sure you do your homework. If you don't want to go get a dorm or don't want to do it in the library, then just go to your backpack and then go to homework and then press start homework and then do your homework. And then once you're done with your homework, make sure that you bring it to all the classes. I have baking, swimming, and art. So I'm going to art first. And drop it off, go to swimming, and drop it off, oops, and then go to baking, and drop it off. And once you did all that, you can go ahead and go back to your apartment. Once you're back to your apartment, go ahead and sleep. Sleep is important, and you will almost always level up after you go to sleep. And if you don't level up, you get closer to leveling up. That's all I do to XP farm. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I'll see y'all later. Goodbye!